As a photographer in 2025, should you venture and learn videography? Such a beautiful question from one of my followers. And I thought, let me just use my personal experience to give my answer to this particular question, because depending on how you look at it, either yes or no is accurate. You can say no, you can just stick to your photography, and you can say yes, you can learn videography. So let's look at my case. When I got into photography in 2016, for the first couple of years, I used to be someone who always said I can never do videography, because compared to photography, videography to me looked a bit complex and a bit it had so many moving parts. They needed tripods, microphones, they had so many cables running around, as compared to me with who can just put a camera around my neck and take the photos for the whole wedding. They had a lot of work going, and from my perspective, it looked a bit difficult and very cumbersome. But a year later, I got into content creation. So when I'm making such videos, of course, I'm doing videography, but like the most basic kind of videography, because I just have a camera there, a microphone, a light, a tripod, and me seated over here talking, nothing much happening. So then at that particular point, I then told myself, I'm only going to stick to simple point and shoot videography, and I'm not going to do anything complex past that, because I just want to shoot content for myself. In the course of me shooting content for myself, I got inquiries from clients who wanted me to do content for them, because they love the quality of the content they could see on my platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. They noticed that my video quality is a bit good, so they wanted me to do their videos for them. And now from there, I went from just pointing the camera and shooting myself in videos to pointing the camera at clients and doing videos for them. Mostly I was doing the same kind of content, mostly sit and talk, mostly recording educative content for clients and training professionals. And fast forward to, I think, 2024, last year, the beginning of last year, I started getting inquiries from businesses who wanted to do sponsored ads on their socials, and they wanted to shoot better videos that they could do with their phones, and now use that particular video to run adverts on maybe their Instagram, their TikTok, or their Facebook, etc. So I went from just shooting sit and talk kind of videos like this one, to now shooting businesses, shooting processes, people making hair, people explaining what they do or what they sell. And ultimately I got myself, towards the end of last year, as Reels became a big thing, I started getting clients who wanted me to shoot Reels for their events. So I'll get a job where I go to that particular event, shoot a few short clips for 8 hours, then compile that particular event into a minute or maximum 90 seconds long. And now I'll share that as the client. And now I noticed, for what I charge for that minute reel or that 90-second reel, I charge more than I would charge for photography for the same kind of event. And I noticed I also got jobs that I could do both of them. So I would do the videography and hire someone to do the photography. So ultimately, and as we speak right about now, we are in January 2025, and most of the inquiries I have this year are about video. Businesses are looking towards creation of video content, and many of them are paying respect to the fact that even if they get their equipment for the internal people, they might not do as good a job as pros might do. So all the way from small businesses in my estate where I live, salons, workshops, shops, and etc., all the way to bigger businesses, all the way to corporates, I get a lot of inquiries on videography. So right about now, for the month of January, I have done more videography, and I have more videography inquiries and bookings than I've done photography. So for me, the answer to that particular question, yes. If you want to keep up with what is happening and be in a business also, it is good for you to learn videography, on top of your photography, because also I respect the role of specializing in either photography and videography. That makes sense. But remember, some jobs will not have the budget that is going to allow you to hire a professional photographer and at the same time do the videography, or vice versa. So because of the budget that is available for some jobs, they just need very basic videography on top of your photography, and that is sometimes I double up. There are jobs that, depending on the budget, especially for family level events, I can do both. I can have the gimbal and shoot the video, and have the other camera and still take the photos. And for that particular job, the margins I'm making cannot allow me to hire a professional videographer as I take the photos, or a professional photographer as I take the videos. But courtesy of being good in both, I'm able to kill two birds with one stone. Kill stones. No, I'm able to kill 2 birds with one stone and go home with money for 2 jobs from one particular job. So for me, yes, I'm deep into videography, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Actually, I'm investing in some pieces of equipment. I have a gimbal in shipping, which I'm going to do an unboxing, because I could not get the model locally. You know me and trying out new gear. So I have a new brand of gimbal that is not so popular locally, but from what I've seen online, I love it, and I want that particular gimbal. So it is in shipping. We are going to do, of course, a review and unboxing video right here. But from me and where I stand in 2025, I'm going to do a bit of videography. I'm going to learn videography, because also, apart from just you using your videography skill for commercial work or shooting, it is also going to help you work better with videographers by understanding what they do, what they need, and how their world is different from photography. So as for me and my house, as for me and my house, I'm going to do videography. I'm learning videography. I'm loving it. I'm investing in it, and I'm getting some good money from it that I never thought I would get. So that's the answer for me. And I said yes or no can be accurate depending on how you look at it, and from how I look at it, my answer is yes. Please learn some videography. Yes.